Okay. Thank you guys. And thank you for tuning into How Boxing Works, another episode. This one is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do. We don't have a fighter with us today, unfortunately. But today we are here to honor the lives of Arturo Gatti and Arturo Gatti Jr. Arturo Gatti Sr. was a professional boxer that fought the likes of Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Mickey Ward. His trilogy with Ward is known as the greatest trilogy of all time. And then Arturo Gatti Jr., who was a very highly touted amateur, who I believe to be the next superstar in the sport of boxing. Um, and just this very untimely tragedy for both of them, and for both of them to pass away in similar circumstances. There's no reason that people shouldn't question it. Families need closure, and um, people want answers. So that's what I'm here to bring today, as shine light on their lives and bring the people more information and more details about the case. If you guys have been following on X, I posted the GoFundMe. It's close to around $30,000 now. So I appreciate everybody that is supported. All of the money goes towards the investigation, toxicology reports, autopsy reports, and that stuff isn't cheap. And you guys are located in New Jersey, I believe.
Yes.
So they're doing all of this between New Jersey and Mexico. So it's a lot to handle, but I would like to introduce Versace Gatti. You are Arturo Gatti's cousin.
Yes, he's my first cousin. My uncle Arturo, is my father's brother, Joe Lightning Gotti. He also fought.
Yeah, I don't know
If
about
you're
lightning.
familiar, I don't know. I know my uncle
Definitely
was the big
do.
shot, but
Yes, both of them, Thunder and Lightning, of course. Um, but yes, so
yes, exactly. But I'm very
if you
happy to
could,
be here. Very blessed.
thank you so much. If you could just
Yeah.
explain your relationship with your cousin, and your little cousin Arturo Jr., and just let us know what that relationship was with them, and yeah, just your story.
Yeah, so basically after everything happened with my uncle, our family kind of took sides, especially like the Gotti family. So things were a little hectic. They were very tense, obviously. It was a heartbreaking time. I was younger then, but definitely aware to know what was going on and something wasn't right. Amanda trusted us with Junior from the get-go. Arturo's closest brother, my father, they were like, you know,
Mhm.
best friends. So we had a junior since like he was 10 months old. Like he lived with us for a month. We took care of him while she was dealing with all like legal stuff and all that. And basically the relationship just grew from there. He didn't really know anyone else but me, my mom, and my sister, our family. We were the only ones that he had a relationship with from the Gotti family. And not only that, he wasn't my cousin. He was like my baby brother. Like, it goes way beyond um just like giving a title like that, like a cousin. We could not we would not see each other for like months at a time, and we would get back together and it would be like snap right back into our old ways, like, so you can't, like, our bond that we have in our family is unbreakable. Since that happened, Amanda only dealt with my family. She had nothing to do with the Gotti family. She took us in as basically her nieces. She was extremely loving and caring, and we never thought she could do something, to my uncle. We never gave it a second thought. Um, and because we just wanted Junior. We needed Junior in our lives. He was the only one connecting us to, the death of my uncle. So our relationship was pretty strong. Our bond was, extremely tight. So, all this has been like extremely heartbreaking.
I'm I there's not enough words for
Yeah.
how sorry I am for your family, and it's truly heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I had the honor of meeting Arturo Gatti Jr. in Times Square. I went there to go to the Garcia card in
Yeah.
Times Square, and I just had he was walking past me, and I've been following him since he was training as a kid with Mike Tyson. So I just
Mhm.
noted his face like in the crowd,
You
Times
saw, yeah.
Square, millions of people, but like their face, it's your family. Very, his sister, senior, they have the same face. They all have the same face,
Yeah.
and it was very like he stood out in a crowd. I was able to spot him. I was like, "That's Arturo Gatti Jr." I was like, "Hey, nice
Yeah.
to meet you. Are you going pro soon?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm making my pro debut this year. Just be on the lookout." And I was like, "I'm looking forward to covering your career, man. I wish you nothing but the best." But there was so much light and like, and I'm a person that believes in fate. I believe that I'm here on this phone
Yeah.
call with you for a reason. I believe I met him that day in Times Square for a reason, and I really hope that I can help bring you guys the answers that you're looking for with my platform. Um, and boxing is something I love, and I really had high hopes for his career. I thought he was going to be like as big as you can be in this sport.
Yeah.
So thank you for letting us know a little bit more about your relationship with him. Um, a lot of people are curious, where you guys are at in the investigation. I know that you can't give too much information because it is, a sensitive topic and there's a lot of moving pieces. But what information can you share with us about the investigation and what is confirmed and what do we know now?
Yeah. So basically going back to like the night I found out that he had passed, I was in communication as well as my mother and my sister with, um Amanda's mother, who I call my grandma Rosie. And, there was a lot of things that like they just seemed like suspicious. Um, because the relationship we had, we never found out through them that he had passed. We had people tagging us on Instagram, and we were like, this is not making sense. Why would somebody say that? So, right off the jump, that's a red flag because if we're your closest and pretty much only family besides her, her mom and that side of the family, it just didn't add up to me as like why we wouldn't be like an immediate phone call like after your mother. I mean, I
That
know it's hard. Like I could only imagine as a mother like that happening, but it was just like the first initial sign where I was like, something's not right to me. Like I just have that intuition. So all of that happened. We found out. We heard a couple stories from them, mainly from uh, her mother. There was something about, which is public knowledge, that there was drugs involved. He was found in bed, then he was found hanging. There was just a lot of things to me that like weren't adding up, and it was more just traumatic at the fact that it happened to my uncle 16 years ago, like like the exact same way. So it just hit like that much harder for
that's
me and
how
my
it was for
family.
me too.
Yeah, it was honestly like pretty earth-shattering to me, like he just turned 17, like not even like a month and a half ago maybe. So, and I text him every year for his birthday and I call him and everything. So, I don't know, there was just things not adding up and I never believed he killed himself. I still don't believe it. Um, I can tell you that I received his death certificate. It does say that what happened was very aggressive, um, and that he did pass away by some form of strangulation. But they switched it from a suicide to a homicide. So now I know my intuition was right and something happened to him. I don't know what that is. It is the police's job to figure that out. I'm not here to point fingers and say she did it, he did it. I just want the truth and justice
Mhm.
to know what happened. My family already endured so much with my uncle, and now for Junior at such a young age, like for him to think, for me to even think I can't sleep at night that he was, sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional, but
I
to think
applaud
that he
you.
suffered in any way is, yeah, to think that he suffered in any way is just takes my breath away. So I just want the truth. My family needs the truth. We need some form of closure. And if his family's not fighting for it, then I will fight for it. Like until I can, until I waste every dollar.
I will be
So
here.
that's just really the main goal.
helping in any way that I can. I applaud you for your strength. I applaud you for getting up here today and talking. Um, it's not a lot of people can do this. And I originally reached out to Sophia and asked for this interview, but it seems that she's not comfortable, and that's okay. And I do want people to respect your family's privacy, her privacy. Um, I did have a few people commenting it's a scam and just,
Yeah.
giving negative stuff. So this really helps kind of dead those conversations so we can move forward and
Yeah.
get the answers that we're all trying to get.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
but I really thank you for coming here today. Just to um, go over again exactly what you guys need. You guys need an additional, sorry, let me look at my notes here. So you're calling for another 16,000 to tackle the heavy lifting. You said for expert consultation, um, the judicial filings, unifying everything across the borders. So just letting people know what the next stage in the GoFundMe campaign is, if you could just elaborate more on that so people know
Yeah,
where the goal is.
no, yeah, of course. I mean, honestly, like God bless everybody that has poured their hearts like into me and my family. And I have a GoFundMe too. Sophia has a GoFundMe.
Thank
Putting
you.
money in either, yeah, putting money in either one and just helping and like all that. It means the world. It means more than probably anybody could imagine. But basically, yeah, we need it's hard to put a price on it really because we're doing as much as we can and giving as much as we can to get these answers. And unfortunately, what we're dealing with, the answers don't come right away, So the continued support and is really all we ask for. And, even if you don't donate, we always say, please share like to as many people as you can, just to get the name out there and just to get his story out there and the type of person he is and was. And, you know, um, we're trying to get as much media attention on this because we need help. We need help from Canada, we need help from the US, we need help from Mexico, like any help.
Mhm.
So that's really it. And just people to continue to pray for me and my family. And that's really all we ask for. So
Thank you so much. Um, the last bit of information um, I believe I wanted to ask is, what is your fondest memory with Arturo Sr. and Jr.? Just so people can know a little bit more about them. And then kind of
yeah.
a part two to that question. Arturo Jr. doesn't have an amateur box rec. I would
Mhm.
like to see if we could get him one. Which
Yeah.
a box rec is the record keeping system for the sport of boxing. I don't know if you know his amateur record or not.
Uh, I really I don't. I know he would text me when he was like getting ready for a fight, but I never really dove too much into the details. I just wanted him to know like how much I love him and how proud I am of him and that I root from him no matter where I am or he is.
Got you. And then what were your fondest memories of both of them?
I mean, every memory with Junior I have is like such a fond memory. I'm much older than he is. Me, him, and my sister are like all 3 years apart. So it's a cute little like number trio. It means something to me. 333. I believe in angel numbers and everything. Like means something.
Yes.
But he was so just happy and full of life, like since such a young age. I remember like every detail, like his laugh, smile. Um, excuse me.
That's I'm sorry.
Um, yeah, there's really you can't just pick just one. Anyone that knows Junior or got to be touched by his light. Um, I could share a cute story I have. We were out to dinner, me, him, and my sister. He was younger at the time, and I was like, oh, it's so hot in here. And he's like, put up my hair or whatever. And he goes, I can braid hair. And I was like, you can braid hair? I was like, I've never met a boy or man that knows how to braid hair. He was like, no, 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 I can do it. He was like, no, 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 I can do it. I can do it. And I'm like, okay, let's see what you have. And he takes my hair and he's moving it. And I'm like, it doesn't feel right. Like, whatever. So I'm recording and I'm watching him do the thing. and he's like just twisting it and like dreading my hair basically. And I'm like, that's not a braid. And he was like, and he lets it go and he goes, looks beautiful. And I was like, okay. I was like, if that's what you think of braid, I was like, I love it. It's the best. But yeah, but in anything he did, he had the biggest confidence in the room. He walked the walk, he talked the talk. I mean, he was
You
just
could
such a
see
beautiful light. Yeah.
like the confidence that word the like I saw it. It was like he walked and it was just like he looked like he was glowing. It was like
Yeah.
it's very I know what you mean. I know
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
mean.
So I can't pick one memory, but all of them are so beautiful and I'll cherish them forever. With my uncle, I was a lot younger at the time, but my mom has told me some stories like of how close like we were and how much he loved me and we had a special relationship. I wish I could remember more, but you know, I know how much it impacted me when my mom broke that news to me when I was younger. So, and I know he's with me every day and I feel his energy and I know Junior's now with me every day. I ask for signs, I pray to God. So I'm very blessed to have had the relationship I've had with both of them, but I just need that closure now. And I just want the truth. And I just want people to know how beautiful he was.
Absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
they have brought me all types of happiness, and I live in
I'm glad.
California on the other side of the world. So I want you to
That's
know
great.
that they are loved worldwide, not just the whole Gotti family. The entire
Yeah.
boxing community is behind you. We support you, and we also want answers. So I really
Thank you.
hope that I can help you get there. And I, I hope to speak to you again soon, and
Of
whenever there's
course. Yeah.
updates, and be able to tell everybody what's going on.
No, for sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate
I
it. Everything you're doing.
thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time today to share your story. I applaud you for your confidence and your strength, you and Sophia, your whole family. Thank you for your time today.
No,
Um,
thank you. God
any
bless you.
last remarks before we head out today?
No, that's really it. I think I've said all I need to say. Just continue everybody to pray for me and my family, and God will take care of the rest.
Thank you guys. This is how boxing works. Have a great evening.